Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. We start here with chapstick. Hopefully this will be a quick video. I want to do an experiment, well I am going to do an experiment using the LYS Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in Confident, this shade here, topped with NARS Blush in Blissful, because I was wondering if this combination would look like the colored Raine cream blush in Butterfly. So I'm going to do a really quick base face. I'm not even going to put on primer, not going to do my brows, because I just got in from grocery shopping and putting stuff away. I'm a little sweaty. Don't act like you don't use your sweat as a primer. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying I'm already moist. I'm going to use this Real Techniques blush brush in NARS long title Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation in NC42. And if I'm looking a little ghastly, which I shouldn't because I have 010 right now, so that is perfect for me, but if I am looking a little ghastly, I'll use the NC43. This is the NC42, this is the NC43. So for those of you who are new here, this is, so I'm wiggling this in, the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy because we just do things like this. We do a lot of experimentation here because for me, that's how I learn best. And I'm hoping that even if that's not the way you learn best, that you will just see something different, or at least see that it's okay to just try something even if you're not sure of how it's going to look, because it may come out nice or it may not. And if it doesn't, you know what not to do next time. And if it does come out nice, you'll know what to do next time possibly. So that's the crazy in the crazy troll nation, is just having fun, trying new things, and not caring too much about what the beauty community says that we should do. And that's kind of the troll part, is they may say if you don't use this brand, if you don't use this tool, if you don't put, you know, such and such on just like this the way they say, your makeup's never going to look right. And so the troll part is not caring what they say, but just applying what we want to apply, use what we want to use, and know that we're going to rock it with confidence. That's the key, rock it with confidence. And I hope that resonates with you. That in a nutshell is the concept of the crazy troll nation. Wearing what you want to wear, rock it with confidence, experimenting, learning what you like and what you don't like. Period. And I do curse sometimes on my channel. How'd I do it multitasking? Like doing my intro while actually doing something else. Isn't this a good shade for me? Look at this. My under eyes are looking a little dark, but that's okay because without face paint on, my under eyes are a little dark. And that goes back to the troll. Not that we are trolls. Accepting your natural features, embracing your natural features, enhancing them when we want to, but not feeling like we have to because of what the beauty community says we should do or what somebody's expectations of beauty are. And so I'm okay with this because I still look like me even though everything else is evened out. So we're going to take the LYS blush. Let me show you what brushes I'm going to use. I have out two of my, actually these are the only two of these I have, Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush, and these are number 56. We're going to use these for the cream powders, the cream blushes, and we're going to use the Sephora Pro Foundation brush in number 47 for the powder blush. And I have used cream over powders, and I usually do because I usually set my foundation anyway with the powder, and today we used a powder foundation, and so it doesn't always make sense to say put a cream blush over your foundation if you're using a powder foundation. And so again, when people say things, just think about why they're saying it, because it may work better for some people, but for me, it's more so the brush. When I used a different brush, actually, let me show you. When I used my MAC 130S brush with this blush, it looked patchy, it didn't blend well, it was a line up here. the top edge of the blush that wasn't blending out, but when I used it with this brush, it was perfect. And I'm like, oh, okay, I really like this now. So we're going to dip in, and I'm actually going to swipe. My only pet peeve with this is, how do you get into the corners? And so I'm thinking you would have to take a spatula, put it on a palette, and then use the brush to get it off, because brushes aren't triangular. Well, there are some that are. So this is the blush, and I'm going really lightly. I'm like barely tapping, because that's key also with, oh, I was going to do one side. Oops. Okay, so we're just going to put this over here. I forgot that I was doing an experiment. I'm going to flip it over to this side and pat around the edges to blend. And so even though this is over a powder, and if you have a patchy spot, go back to the blush and tap in that spot. And go back to the side with no blush and just continue to pat. For me, this is what works for me. Everything does not work for everybody. And I'm more so tapping around the outside edge of that blush just to get a blend. Excuse me. That was gross. I should have edited that out, but. So look at that. Like that. I'm digging it. I gotta figure out what to do with that now. Maybe put translucent powder over it. This is still the side with no blush on it. And so I like that. So we're gonna put that down. We're gonna put, I hate that snap. So we're gonna put that down, and we're gonna take Blissful, the NARS powdered blush, and we're gonna take this angled brush. We're gonna wiggle it in because this blush is hard pressed, and I was thinking of decluttering this until I topped it over the LYS, and I was like, oh, that's pretty, but it is this is not this bright, but over the powder blush it's just like, yo. So I needed to put a little less. So I think I'm going to take a translucent powder and put over top of that. For now, we're going to put this down. I am going to take a translucent powder. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to take the brush I was going to say blush, and just tap over top of this, hoping that this still has enough foundation on it to cover that up. And it actually kind of did. So we're going to just take a little bit more. Make sure I have the right one. NC42. And we're swiping the brush. Tap. You see this, right? You see this. I love this foundation. I just don't love that I'm allergic to nickel. So when I hit pan, I'm going to have to throw it away, even if all the product isn't used, which I always have to do that. Look, y'all. All right, we're taking the clean one, and we're going into the colored Raine cream blush called Butterfly. Hi, Mimi. And we're going to tap it in, which is what I should have did with the other one, because that's why, oof. It like somebody punched me in my face, but we're going to fix it. And looking at how deep this is, I do not think this is going to be the same shade as this, but it's an experiment, so we're going to see. So I'm going lightly. I remember when I used this before, and I think I did use this brush with it before, because when I first used it with this one, it was just like, whoa. And so actually, I am going to take this brush, and I did not put any blush on it, and we're just going to just pat that in. This is definitely more purple. This is more brownish in undertone. I'm not good at describing colors, so I really, as you saw, almost hurt myself trying to think of how to describe it. But look at this. And it does pick up the color on the brush. I always hesitate saying blush and brush because I don't want to say the wrong thing. And then when I go to edit it, I'm like, damn it, I did it again. So we're going to go back to this brush, but we're going to go to this side. Not that side, but this side. And we're going to just lay it sideways, because before I accidentally tapped the top where the color was. So we're just going to lay it sideways and just further pat around the edges, because this has the color on it and we don't want to add more color. I thought that I did. So that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. This is hella dark. Wow. But yes, these are distinctly different colors, distinctly different looks. I'm going to put translucent powder over this and over this just to set it, just to see what it looks like. And this I would not, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this brush that had the foundation on it and just pat around it, well actually the whole thing, instead of using translucent powder. So I just want to see what that does. And it does tone it down, which is awesome because it looked like somebody's horse kicked me in my face. I do like this look, and I would wear this. I was going to say use this. I would wear this if I didn't do an eye look, because this is like bam. I'm going to take a different brush. Damn it, I didn't expect to do this. We're going to take this one and we're going to lightly go into NC42 because I don't want to take this color away. So I'm just going to press and wiggle, and so that's it. So hardly anything, and just tap around the edges just to further blend without hopefully taking away any of the color. So if you are wanting purple, purple, I'm not even going to say that again. Then yes, this one here. And if you're wanting a deeper, whatever shade this is, I'm going to go back in with the foundation brush and just keep tapping, because I don't even think this was this dark before when I paired these together. I am liking this look though. So this is like a deeper variation of this. I am going to put some more powder foundation on, still the NC42, and we're going to swipe in this time, not tap off, and just press. Oh, that really took it down. I'm not sure, sorry for that snap. I'm not sure. This made it look a little dusty. Putting this on top made it look a little dusty. So that I don't like. But before I dusted this with the NC42, I did like it for if I don't do an eye look. Because it is like, okay, it's there, but it's not obnoxious. This will go with an eye look because it is more subtle, but it does give me color. And I like how both of them, I don't know if it's just the way the light is hitting my face, but it does still give me a highlight effect, even though, as you saw, I did not put any highlight on. I will say this side does look like it picked up the foundation, and I don't know if it was this brush, because when I used this brush before with the cream blush, it did look like it picked up foundation. And so this type of brush would be the type of brush to use versus a stippling brush. And as you saw, when I did stipple, when this had no color on it, it did pick up color. It blended it, but it also picked up color. So it does make sense that this would also lift my foundation. Still, even with that, I'm okay with this look, because just like my under eye, you can still see this coloration, my natural coloring. Here you can see some of my natural coloring coming through. You see my freckles and other things, which I actually do like my freckles. And so this, I don't mind it. If you're going for a straight, flawless beat and you don't want any of your natural tones coming through, then you would not like this. You would not like that the brush is picking up your foundation. But if you don't mind your natural character in your face coming through, then this is fine. Like for me, like I would totally rock this because it's me, it's who I am. Where this is more of the flawless coverage, you don't see any of my skin showing through. I like both sides, and I would wear both of them. And so yes, this is just Butterfly Hi Me Me in the colored Raine I hate these snapping sounds. So this is that tapped over lightly with foundation, the NC42, the powder foundation. This side is the LYS and Confident, topped with NARS Blissful. So these, oh, stuck my finger in it by accident. Look at that. Now it's like all up under my nail. Ugh. But this is this topped with that. And the reason I wanted to do this experiment was because I wasn't sure if I was going to declutter Blissful. But when I put it over top of the LYS, I was like, that's kind of nice. Like, I like that. So it depends if you want something deeper, or if you do have a deeper skin tone than I do. I believe Confident with the NARS Blissful over top of it would be good for your complexion because it would still show up on you. This, I think if you're my complexion or lighter, as long as you put it on in a sheer way, I think this will look nice on your complexion. If you are my complexion, as you see what they look like, what they both look like. I'm going to end this video here and use a Q-tip to get up under my nail before I touch something and make a mess. And you all will see me in the next video. Let me know what you think of the LYS and the NARS. And my brain farted. Colored Raine and Butterfly. Hi, Mimi. So let me know what you think about those. And I'm really going to go. Thank you for being here.